This is what they do.
I don't have a reason to read RSD website every day. So how do you know if you schedule a meeting and we put the word out that there was going to be a meeting, and we also knew that the meeting was concerning scores and what it was, scores and something for the upcoming school year. So the parents was invited, the alumni invited themselves, and all these people was here looking for a meeting and looking for them.
As we going up, they're coming out.
We need to come to the open meeting.
There we go.
And those things need to be brought up at those meetings. When they talk about what are your concerns, what are your values, we value information being disseminated in a timely manner so that people can make adjustments with their lives, not only in school meetings or school board meetings, but also with athletic events and activities at the school. You know, we need some stability. And once again, we back to stability. We back to some fair and equitable practices. It sounds like to me that y'all don't have stability, you don't feel like things are being done fairly or equally, your voice is not being heard. And
you know, they were supposed to be having meetings with the community before they make decisions. They came up in here at the end of the year, called a meeting with all of the teachers, and we was at it, and told them they was going to all get a pink slip. And they did too. And Trump said they had to reapply to come back this year. You know, but you have a chart that's telling me what you gonna do. That's not a meeting with the community to discuss what needs to be done. That's you coming in here telling me what you gonna do.
What that mean?
The community is supposed to be involved in any changes that happen to LB Land. And because of the situation with the children coming from all over, the alumni are very active in their meetings because we come to the meetings and hear what they're talking about. But they just don't do things like they have set the stakes so high that a parent can't even they can't even participate.
so,
you know, so it's crazy to me.
So if I ask you to support me because I believe in neighborhood schools, which means I would be fighting for policy that would say children within a mile, 2 miles, whatever radius
Like
it
it used
around,
to be.
Okay, like it used to be around the school, have first preference to entry and enrollment in that school.
That's right.
Now, once we get all our kids in from our neighborhood, if we have room, we can actually give choice to those around the city to also not
But
only
see, that's what RSD lied and said.
And we got
one app. And you was gonna have 3 choices from this one app.
And the 3 choices
But yet
that they
still
put down,
you wouldn't let anybody register for LB Land.
they still gonna send a child where they want them to go.
That's right.
The 3 schools that the parents put down,
So it wasn't
they
really a
will
choice.
ignore those
No,
3
it was
choices.
not. It was
And
not
they
a choice.
still will send the child to where they want that child to go and to fill in for them other schools to get that MEP money or P, whatever money by October the 1st. And that's what they're trying to do because the parents, they had a bunch of parents that made the statement and said they put 3 choices down. They ignored those 3 choices and they sent them children, they're sending them to where they want. Because I knew one guy, Travis Taylor, his nephew put 3 choices. He put Landry, he put another car and another school. They ignored Landry, car, and another school, and he got a letter, his mama got a letter for him to go to Coin. And the mama said, I'm not sending my child to Coin.
These all sound like policies that do not promote stability within community.
That's right.
Does not promote stability within
And this
the
is the
school.
problem. This is the problem we have.
So, I'm going to say it again. This coming month is going to be crucial that we can get at least a barometer put out there. How you feel. What do you think? What are the values? What are you looking for out of your Board of Education? You're looking for your Board of Education to give you all strength in the community.
Right.
Stability in the community. Policies that go and try to eliminate students having to crisscross the town, getting up early in the morning. What kind of policies will help that? focusing on strengthening neighborhood schools, enacting policies that say that if you live within a certain radius of a school, you have first choice to go to that school. Then after that, if you want to go somewhere else that they may take you, that may be available, you're more than welcome to go for it. But if you were to leave that school district and decide to come back, we welcome you. That neighborhood, we welcome you with open arms because we want to strengthen the neighborhood school. So policy are put in place for that. And the only way I can try and get people to understand that policy is to think about athletics. The school district I worked in Detroit, we had all schools with football teams, basketball teams, and what have you. You had certain schools that were testing schools. Those schools, most people were more affluent, they had more resources, things were a whole lot nicer. So if you had an athlete that were coming out of a junior high school that was pretty darn good, if that school came and recruited you or said that they were interested in you, chances are great parents want their school students at those high achieving schools. So they probably take that school. So what that means is the neighborhood school is at a disadvantage with those schools with the higher GPAs and higher FPF schools because people want access. Okay, you're Ben Franklin. So when a kid can't get into Ben Franklin, they always go to the neighborhood school. Right now, when a kid can't get into that certain super school of choice, there's no neighborhood school.
Well,